Video diary for Monday, July 8th, 2024. I've been kind of MIA over the weekend, mixture of busy and not feeling good, to be quite frank. Fatigue kind of hitting in when I least expect it. And so ambitions to do certain things turned into me resting a lot. So here's what it is. So let's see. Saturday, I think the big thing for Saturday is, well, Josie got caught up on some sleep, much needed, and that was good. But our big event Saturday was going to go car shopping. We went to the Mazda dealership and test drove a CX-5, which is like their medium-sized SUV with high hopes, and it disappointed. We kind of drove the top trim model, which had like a turbo engine in it, and it woefully underperformed from like a speed perspective for Josie and for me. I mean, it made a lot of noise, but it didn't do a whole lot of going. The back space in the hatch was like really not much bigger than the Model Y, so we wanted something bigger because as I'm getting sicker, call a spade, getting sicker, having to haul more stuff. For instance, like the oxygen machine that's for the house that we're going to take to Nashville tonight. It's the size of a moderate to large suitcase, and that's just one piece of equipment for me on top of an actual suitcase, on top of other stuff and things like that. So so we kicked around other things, like I was like, well, maybe let's go look at a Tahoe, or let's go, we kicked around Audi Q5, 7. I told her I wanted a G-Wagon, although she didn't want to pay $160,000 for an SUV. I don't know why. I mean, it's pennies. Let's just get the G-Wagon. It's the ultimate vehicle. We kicked around, Porsche, Cayenne, and we kicked around a lot of stuff until we looked at prices. GMC Yukon. She's not a Ford person. And then we were looking at Lexuses. Like, I really had her sold on the Lexus, like GX 470s and stuff like that. I got a friend, he bought one used, and he turned it into an off-road vehicle. And they're basically like Land Cruisers, Toyota Land Cruisers, but in the Lexus trim. They're pretty nice vehicles. And then she stumbled on, of all things, I would have never thought, a Lincoln Aviator. And did a little internet research on it, and like, it's a pretty sweet ride, actually. I know Lincoln's got like a stigma of being an old person's car, but who cares? This thing's got 400 horsepower, twin turbo V6. It's massive, and it's like to the tilt with luxury stuff. So we found one on CarMax, a used one, in Jackson, Mississippi, and we're actually having it shipped here to the local CarMax, and we'll give it a test drive. She's already in love with it because it's just tons of features in it, and it seems to be a fast vehicle. So I think that's big things for her, is like luxury and fast, and that's never a cheap option. But luckily for us, these Lincolns depreciate like a brick, and so unless there's something physically wrong with it, we'll get a pretty good deal on it if we go with it. LaCroix, man, they make me burp like crazy, but they taste so good. I got this in the mail like yesterday, and it's like the sweetest gift ever. And it's got just like little prompts in here, like, random page, what did you like the most about high school? And then this is something like can fill out and like leave for him to read. I think it'll complement the birthday card idea very well. And, actually, my long-term plan is to do video series like this for him to cover a very specific topic. For instance, I want to walk him through my childhood and coming up with, right now I'm currently trying to source some photographs of my childhood, early childhood, when I was an infant, just going through the years and like present that to him in chunks. Like, this is what my childhood was like. This is what your grandparents were like, and your aunt and stuff like that. And then like do little topics. Maybe I should shy away from dating advice. I feel like that's like not something I'm qualified to give good advice on. But what to look for in a car, your first car, the role of sports in life and how it's important, what you should try to get out of sports, music, what my music taste is, what I look for in music, what I think is good music, what to look for in your first house, how to negotiate price on a car, how to manage your money, how to pick a decent bank, just little tidbits like things that I'm going to get to miss out on being a father. Like, these are the fatherly type advices and things that I've wanted to be able to tell him as he goes through the years and gets older. If you've got any ideas, I'm open to hear some of those, because I've got a list, but I need to either pare it down or make it more specific. I've got to massage it, but I need to start. I mean, I really kind of want to get the room done just for production value, make it look nice and pretty instead of it kind of being disheveled, but it is what it is. I went and took a video of the garden yesterday, and yesterday I felt great yesterday until I felt really bad. Let's recap that. I was feeling really good yesterday, and then fatigue all of a sudden just hit me bad, like 7 p.m. or something like that. I was feeling pretty good all day. Then, like that, I mean, I just felt like really hot garbage. And while I was feeling like hot garbage, I went out and took a video of the garden, give you all a walk around. And maybe I shouldn't have, and then after that video, I'll show you like my oxygen and my heart rate did, just for a simple walk out in the backyard, to kind of give you a feel for how bad a condition my body really is in. You can hear me wheezing pretty bad in the videos. I was just struggling to catch my breath. And you can hear it while I'm talking right now, actually. So just imagine doing anything physical, and life gets tough quick, I guess. Okay, as promised, here comes the garden. Squash. You can see we got a few in there growing. Here's a big one. This guy might be ready to harvest pretty soon. Like tomorrow. Tomatoes. Little babies, cherry tomatoes. Plant. Rosemary. Very healthy. Basil. Been doing pretty good, but kind of gets a lot of holes in the leaves and dies off quickly. I have a smaller basil plant in the back. You can see it's doing good. No, bell pepper plant fell over because the bell peppers are too big. We're gonna have to prop it up. Watermelon. See, we have one here, another one down here. One over there, one here, and one in the back. They're looking pretty good. Time to water these guys. So Josie spent yesterday packing us, and it's really appreciated because I wasn't feeling good, and packing yesterday would have been a huge struggle. Eating dinner was a huge struggle. I was starving, but I really didn't feel like putting food in my mouth. It was just, I know it's a weird feeling to be hungry, but just so tired you don't even want to chew the food that's in front of you. I don't know, it's just weird. I think Josie's going to work a short day at work today. She should be getting home in the next couple hours. It's noonish, 12:30 here right now. And so I think by 2 or 3 she'll get here and then pack up the car and head to Nashville. Looks like I have a doctor visit tomorrow, my clinical trials doctor, and CT, PET scan, fasting again. Yay. So I can't have anything past like 6 a.m. So I'd like wake up early, try to scarf some food down somewhere, and not eat for the rest of the day. Or at least until after lunch or so, I guess. And I get cranky when I don't eat. This fasting stuff sucks. Yeah, other than that, man, it's pretty low key. There's not much for me to do. Not much that I can do. It's hot out. And I'm not quite ready for the pool yet. I mean, mentally I'm ready. Physically, I'm not ready. The wound on my leg, still healing. A little bit better this time. I've finally stopped picking at it, so I think that'll help. But it's scabbed over nicely. And I'm hoping this is the last time that it has to scab over and it actually heals up with like real skin and stuff like that. If you want to be grossed out, I could definitely show you some of the progression photos of back when the wound was literally wide open. And it was that big. In the beginning, they could see like the muscle in my leg and stitches from the surgery. And it was just disgusting. And it's, slowly gotten smaller, but it's been quite the journey of well over a year to get that to be somewhat normal, I guess. Lack of a better word. My buddy Mark's moving up here, kind of temporary basis. He's got some contract work at the plant I used to work at, so I'm excited to have him close by, and I'm hoping that I'm feeling good enough to be able to go visit him some of the weekends and cook and cut up with him and miss his companionship and just jokes and BSing and stuff. So hopefully that's something I can do pretty soon. Although I've been pretty bad at going to see people. People kind of have to come to me right now And now I don't have an extra car. The extra car I have is jacked up in the garage with the suspension torn apart. Dad's got the truck, and Josie's car. Well, I guess I could drive Josie's car, but it might leave me on the side of the road, so that's not good. We'll have to figure out if we trade that sucker in or sell it. Anyways, looking forward to hopefully getting some good meals in Nashville, and yeah, this trip will be just kind of lab work, scans, stuff like that. Next week will be the big week. We'll keep you posted. I got all my mobile video recording stuff that I need to continue doing this in Nashville or wherever I'm at. So I'm going to set up that station when I get in, and if I'm feeling good, I'll do some more videos like this from a hotel room and try to keep this up. It's good for me, and I think other people get value out of it too. So I think that's everything. Talk soon. Love you, Cam.